between being quick and being thorough. Dr. Dichter, do you have a minute, sir?
Not really, Miller. What is it?
I have a patient, so they always feel like we're ordering too many tests. We're not seeing patients fast enough. She just says she doesn't feel quite right, but I can't find anything wrong with her.
How long have you been with her?
Probably about 20 minutes.
Cut her loose. We've got a lot of people in the waiting room.
Yeah, I feel like I've been pretty thorough with this, but she's just very demanding, like very persistent. She wants a CAT scan, EKG.
Come on, Miller, since when do we allow patients to dictate to us what tests we are to perform?
And normally it's not easy to take that from your attending. It's just she keeps name dropping, like she wants some preferential treatment.
What name?
It's Richmond, Sam Richmond.
What did you say this lady's name was?
It's Sally Cardan.
Doesn't ring a bell. Is she a donor?
A donor? First I thought, is she an organ donor? And then I realized he was actually talking about money. I don't know.
Come on, Miller, these are things you should know. Richmond's the president of this hospital.
I started to get this sinking feeling. So Dr. Dichter, how do you suggest we proceed with this?
I want to go in and see her. What room did you say she was in?
She's in 3. I know that if she's upset, she's going to call her friend, even though I did everything perfect, like by the medical textbook. The director of the ER is going to call my program director, and my program director is going to call me into the office.
A top-notch team of surgeons is about to operate on mountain lion victim Ann Yella.
I printed out the pre-op pictures.
Good.
The stakes are high. First, they must save her life, and then her looks.
She's a tough one, though, I'll tell you that.
It was so unusual with Ann because the left side of her face is torn apart. And then you look at the right side and you see a beautiful young woman.
She's under.
You're trained to be a surgeon.
Everyone ready?
To repair, to reconstruct, to give people life again. And there's not much room in that equation for personal emotions.
Start time 6:37 p.m. Bronchoscope.
The most life-threatening injury Ann had at the time was to the vital structures in the neck.
A little to the right.
We used a bronchoscope to look inside of her airway to make sure that there were no lacerations or puncture injuries to the airway that would need to be repaired.
Vocal cords intact.
Need a little more suction here.
Actually, everything's looking really good inside there. Get one more lateral view. Trachea is free and clear. Probes.
The more they explore Ann's injuries, the more damage they find.
Oh, man, some of these are within a few millimeters of taking her life.
We had a long night ahead of us. The wound is extensive and life-threatening.
Okay, we're clear. Let's start with the face.
The mountain lion seemed to move about and simply did not spend enough time in any one area to result in a fatal injury. That this person survived is a miracle.
Looks like somebody took a fistful of dirt and threw it in her face.
But they must still contend with Ann's disfiguring facial wounds.
A lot of dead skin along the edges of the flap.
How much do you think is salvageable?
It was a tremendous injury. If you interface with anybody, what do you see? You see their face. And so we obviously have to do our best to get her back to square one.
As the surgery slowly progresses, Ann's husband endures a long, intense wait.
It's pretty overwhelming. That fear and that anxiety, the worry, felt like somebody was strangling me.
5 hours after Ann's surgery begins, it's finally over. But the damage of tooth and claw is not easily undone.
At the end of the operation, I felt very tired, run down, somewhat discouraged by what I had found.
Good job, Chris.
It's hard for someone to recover normal function when all of the soft tissues and skin are peeled off the face. There has got to be some muscle and nerve damage there, and only time will tell.
I'll be there to check on her when she wakes up. Fingers crossed.
We'll be right by your side the whole time.
The parents of Eva Ruiz stand firm. They refuse to let Dr. Armand Dorian use general anesthesia in order to remove the thousands of cactus needles on their daughter.
Apparently, they had had a bad experience somewhere, somebody in their family where they had been anesthetized generally and they had a very difficult time. They were afraid that the same thing that had occurred to their family member might occur to their daughter. It makes it extremely more difficult that she's not sedated for multiple reasons. One, she's going to be moving.
It's okay, you can do this. Okay.
Number two, pain management is crucial. I mean, that's why pain medications were created, is in order to treat people in these circumstances.
Are you guys sure you won't reconsider sedation? You know, it's the best treatment for her.
No IVs, no tubes, no sedation.
I understand.
They are the parents, and I have to still honor their wishes.
So what do you want to do?
Change of plans. Do we have any of that viscous lidocaine handy?
Since the parents did not want general sedation, I would try to locally anesthetize it.
What's that?
It's just some numbing medication that we can pour on.
I tried pouring some of that viscous lidocaine, which is like that maple syrup stuff, just on the skin. It really didn't make much of a difference, I think, because there's so many thorns.
Okay, all right, that's... what do you want to do now?
I'm stuck. I don't know what I gotta do, but I gotta think of something else.
Dr. Greg Miller started the night believing that all patients are treated equally.
Good evening, Mrs. Cordan.
Courtesy of Mrs. Sally Cordan, he is getting a fast lesson in the politics of power.
This is my nephew, Alan.
The nephew looks like this college kid who was just kind of bored, didn't really want to be there.
He came to pick me up thinking I would be done by now. I'm not impressed at all by Dr. Miller. Do you think he can redeem himself?
Well, Dr. Miller's going to take good care of you. He will personally supervise all your tests and share the results with me.
So it's amazing. All of a sudden, she's like this high-priority patient. I mean, she's still got nothing wrong with her, but that doesn't matter at all.
You don't have to go to too much trouble for me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Dr. Miller, she's all yours.
So she's headed for this red carpet treatment. She knows it. It's what she expected all along.
So, doctor, what is the first and fastest test? A CAT scan? EKG? Blood test?
Oh. She seems very satisfied.
Almost there, Mrs. Corden.
Smug might be a better word.
Your CBC results are back, Ms. Corden.
Corden.
They are totally clean, absolutely no signs of anemia. Your kidneys look totally great. Your chest x-ray looks really good. I wish all my patients had heart and lungs that were in such great shape.
Corden, can I offer you some tea or coffee?
Oh, tea would be lovely. You're a dear.
And every time I walk in, she looks more and more concerned because I'm not figuring out what's wrong.
She's had more tests today than most people have in a lifetime, and there's not one indication that she's got anything wrong with her.
I know.
I mean, the amount of resources that we're investing in this woman is obscene. For the amount of time and tests that we've done, you could treat an entire village in Honduras, and they'd be a hell of a lot more grateful than she is. She's a tough one, isn't she?
So the nephew's there killing some time, eating some chocolate, and he's totally sympathetic to the situation.
Yeah, she's tough. And it's a tough diagnosis.
Yeah. You guys will come up with something. And if you don't?
He actually comes up with, a pretty unique solution. He's like,
just make something up. Yeah.
Which is definitely tempting, but I just can't do that.
You could do another test. It's kind of a long shot, and I don't think she's going to like it.
What, a spinal tap?
No, not that bad. Is her tea ready?
Dr. Miller, this is getting ridiculous. I've been prodded and poked for hours. Are you getting any closer to finding out what's wrong with me?
We are, Miss Cordan. I just have one last test.
And what's that?
It's for a urine sample. There are just some conditions we can only rule out if we do a urine test.
Dr. Miller has exhausted the ER's resources in trying to please his overbearing patient, Mrs. Cordan.
Urine test on Miss Cordan.
Thanks.
But his latest test may have finally provided the solution.
No way. Dr. Decker, excuse me.
What's up, Miller?
You're not going to believe this.
What is this? A urine drug analysis?
Yeah, I know, but look here. And sure enough, it was positive for marijuana.
She's high? Oh, that's terrific.
Do you really think she smokes pot?
Here's the proof. So what do you want to do about this? How do you want to handle it? What do you mean, how do I want to handle it? You're the primary on this one. Just...
Gosh, I'd rather go in and tell her she had a stroke.